All right, guys, I just wanted to talk to you about assignment number two, and just give you some quick pointers for you to consider while you're writing your paragraph up. Okay. So, the very first thing I want you to realize is it's a paragraph. Okay. I want it to try to be at least 5 sentences. Okay. And you're going to notice you're answering the question, what is your dream? Not like I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming, but what is your dream? What are your hopes? What do you want for your future? Things like that. And so that's why I have this little part here because it kind of gets your brain thinking about what your dreams are. So some people answer this question with some kind of reward or a recognition that they would maybe want. They may answer with a job that they want in the future, or it could be they want to end up in living in a certain place. Maybe they want to be with certain people, or they want just a certain situation to happen with them. Dreams and hopes are so important because they constantly remind you of where you want to go and what you want to do in your life. And so, what is it that you dream about or hope for in your life? That's the ultimate question we're asking you. I know it's a big question, kind of a deep question, but I think it's something where you could find at least 5 sentences to write about. Okay. So, if you look at this is basically like saying, hey, you're going to write your paragraph in here. It's just that you are dividing it into 3 sections. And if you can remember, before we left, from school, a lot of our writings, we said, hey, we want intro, we want body, we want conclusion. Okay, so I'm kind of getting back to that just so we're not forgetting that style. I'm also hoping that doing this will make us realize that, hey, we can't just forget about punctuation, we can't forget about capitalized letters. Okay, we can't forget about those little important things that we've been working on all year. Okay. So, what we're going to do is go step by step. First of all, intro sentence. I Googled dream quote because I knew I wanted to do a quote. You don't have to do a quote. You could start with a question, you could do an imagined statement, interesting fact, anything that you want. Figurative language is things like similes, metaphors, alliteration, and sensory writing is pertaining to your senses, right? Because you want the reader to feel and see and smell those situations if that's the way you want to go. So, again, for me, I went with a quote. And the quote that I found is from Joseph Maxwell. And he said, dreams don't work unless you do. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to say Joseph Maxwell once said, comma, dreams don't work unless you do. Boom. I am done with my intro sentence already. The reader knows what this whole paragraph is going to be. It's going to be about dreams. Now, in your body, we want this to at least be 3 sentences, and you are including your claim, which is your answer, and then any other supporting details that you can put along with it. Like, tell me more about that claim. So here's my claim, and I'm speaking as if I was my 12-year-old or 13-year-old self. My dream is to become an NBA player. Okay, that's my claim. Now, the rest of all of this is going to be details or supports to that. I want to be a professional basketball player because I love playing basketball and it makes me happy. I love to compete against others and improve to get better. If I can't make it, I would like to still be around the game in some way. Maybe I could coach to help others improve and know the game better. Okay? Now, in your body, you could go many ways. Maybe instead of just talking about one dream that you have, if you want to talk about a couple different dreams, okay? And notice for me, I said if I can't make it, I might want to coach. So I put other things that I might be interested in. So it's kind of up to you. Do you want to stick with one dream and really talk about it? Or you could talk about a couple different dreams that you might have. Okay? And then our conclusion. Our conclusion is a brief summary, and it kind of wraps it up. So my conclusion to this was being an NBA player is my dream, and I will take, and it will, and well, you have to read it twice. And it will take a lot of work and dedication, but I'm ready to get started. Okay. Notice, I think good writers, they like to bring everything full circle, meaning I started with the quote of dreams don't work unless you do. And notice how I brought that same idea into my conclusion. That going to the MBA is going to be a lot of work and dedication, but I'm ready to get started. Okay. Notice this is just 5 or 6 sentences right here. Okay, but structurally it's looking good. I double checked for spelling. I looked at my capitalizations, my punctuations, that looks good. Okay, now I don't have to rewrite it or anything underneath. I'm just going to say this right here is your paragraph. It's just divided into 3 parts. Okay, if you need any more help, let me know. Otherwise, have fun with it, and I'm anxious to see what your dreams are. We'll see you.